Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of Jurassic Park the game. So, I was just eaten viciously by velociraptors, and now I'm probably going to do the same. We're trying to run away from them as we wrap up this episode, I believe. Episode 2 of Jurassic Park the game. So, there's a recap of how you lose. Let's try that one more time. Anytime I run into these quick time events, half the time I have to take a very unnatural stance on the controller, tapping the buttons with my pointer finger, because my thumb just cannot move fast enough. And there on the pointer finger it works way better. Tiny beady eyes, can they see anything? Guess I shouldn't make fun of Velociraptor. See, and that one gave me plenty of time to make it. Some of them give you plenty of time, some of them don't. There's no consistency, even in the small amount of this gameplay mechanics that exist. Have to choose left or right. And so where do we start now? I went right. Again. Climb up.
Oh my god, dude, that was awesome!
Guess the old man still has a few good moves, huh?
You are lucky to be alive, Jerry. I've never seen anyone outrun a velociraptor before.
Where did they come from? What are they doing out here?
Must have escaped from the quarantine pen somehow.
Raptors are highly intelligent. They'll find a way up here if we give them enough time.
Yes! It's Yoder!
We're down here!
Here! Down here!
That's highly coincidental. Jurassic Park the game. Episode 3, The Depths.
Okay. I think we're okay.
Oh my god, those poor people.
How you holding up, honey?
I want to go home.
I know, sweetheart. Me too. We'll be fine. I promise.
Man, they're raptors! Look!
God! Trying to bring the tower down!
It'll hold. It's got to.
Yeah, well, I don't want to take any chances. We need to get off the tower before the raptors bring it down.
The emergency ladder's right there. The way the tower is tilting, it will put us down outside the pad.
Well, that's a start, but the fence isn't much of an obstacle for the raptors. Where do we go once we're out?
think we can make it to the utility tunnels right over there. We can lock the raptors out if we can beat them inside.
I hope you're right. Let's get that ladder lowered.
What am I unlocking in the journal? I have no idea. I haven't checked it. I've just been playing this game.
That should free it up.
I don't mind that they recapped it.
It's brand new, so it might still be a little stiff. Maybe if you put more weight on it?
What, you mean stand on it?
Yes, write it down.
Okay, but we should probably be ready to move as soon as it comes down so we can stick together. Sweetheart, listen. I want you to be ready to climb down the ladder as soon as it's extended.
Okay, Dad.
Dr. Sorkin,
I'll be right down.
it's really stuck. Oh, no, I see the problem. The whole ladder is just slightly bent. It can't slide freely. We might be able to force it.
Must have been the crash.
Looks that way. I think we're gonna need a crowbar or something to get it open.
Oh, well then we're gonna have to get creative because there are no tools up here.
So it says I can go to different locations. Like 2 different locations.
This antenna could be just the thing we need to pry the ladder open. If I try to grab it now, I could get electrocuted. Dr. Sorkin, that antenna is the only thing up here I've seen that we can use to pry the ladder open. Is there any way to turn the power to those lights off so I can grab it?
Not from up here. The aircraft alert beacons aren't ever supposed to be disabled. The best I can do is make them flash on and off.
How?
I can switch them from nighttime to daytime operation. They shine continuously at night, but during the day they flash to provide more contrast.
So make them flash and then grab it fast.
Okay, I've switched the beacon lights to daytime mode. Hopefully that wire won't be live while the lights flash off.
I don't think it would be. No, I just electrocuted myself.
Damn! Jumped the gun a little.
And for every action I take, it seems to speed up the... That's kind of cool. The thought of...
Got it!
You have to do the right number of actions fast or you won't have time.
If I couldn't move it by jumping on it, I'm never going to be able to pry it by myself. Dr. Sorkin,
Yes?
can you give me a hand with this? You pry while I put my weight on the ladder.
Certainly.
Okay, Dr. Sorkin, I'm ready. Jess, honey, you get ready to move as soon as the ladder goes down.
I'm ready, Dad. Just hurry.
He's
Okay, Dr.
absolutely
Sorkin,
gonna fall.
On 3. Ready?
Fall down.
1, 2, 3!
You've got to be freaking kidding me!
Dad, what
They're
are we
trying to
gonna
help.
Try again. On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3! No, Jess, wait! No!
do? I'm fine, Dad.
What?
Your
Why
turn,
would
Dr.
she do
Sorkin.
this stuff?
Right, I'm coming down.
Dr. Sorkin, you have to hurry.
Out of the way, I'm gonna jump for it!
Okay, now up and over.
I'm okay.
Run, Dr. Sorkin!
Come on, they're right behind you.
Dr. Harding, the door!
Too late, run.
Warning, underground maintenance tunnel. What is the warning for? Why are you warning people that it's an underground maintenance tunnels? Honestly, with this gameplay mechanic, if this was the best you could do, it would be better if we played as the dinosaurs. Arguably, it would always be better if we could play as the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. But with this mechanic, it would totally make sense that the dinosaurs just go left and right and run forward and run back, and thus all you can do is press left or right on the control stick or tap a button to run forward. Uh, but that's not what we got, definitely. Let's keep going. This is so ridiculous. Three
Dr.
buttons.
Harding, the door!
Hold this, tap A.
Run! Jesse!
How am I supposed to do that? I'm gonna have to use my left hand to hit both the right and left bump, and then my right hand to tap the button.
Dr. Harding, the door!
That is about the most awkward combination of keys possible. Might as well be playing with my feet.
Next time I get a headache like this, there better be tequila involved.
No way, amigo. This turned out better than the last time you drank tequila.
Yeah, you might be right. The girl I woke up next to is prettier anyway.
So about the girl.
How'd she make it out?
Butt first. I gave her a push.
I'm surprised you'd take the time to rescue her, what with how nice she was to you and all.
Who says it was a rescue?
So, we lost our ride, and the only person we managed to rescue so far doesn't even work for InGen. Now what?
See if you can find anything useful in the wreck. And make sure the girl's okay while I scout the perimeter.
Ah, damn it, I left my AK inside the chopper. It's probably toast. Glad I didn't leave a round chambered. Could have killed someone.
That makes two of us, amigo. Still, the cook-off was a hell of a show.
I'd almost prefer if these two died. They're not characters of real interest, and they don't feel like they belong in the Jurassic Park universe. And now that the helicopter's gone, they really have no purpose as far as helping us escape.
No fuel left. Must have been a hell of a blast. Better keep checking her out. If she's gonna blow, we don't want to be anywhere nearby.
What are we looking for?
Gonna take more than an auxiliary power unit to fix her this time. Looking pretty safe. One more look, just to be sure. Damn it, all our weapons were in there. I was just getting used to that AK, too. That chopper's done all the exploding she's ever gonna do. Should be safe to make camp here.
Okay.
I should see if the girl's okay. Oscar might want to talk to her when she wakes up. Let's postpone that little reunion. Wow, Barbasol. I have a can just like this back in San Jose. Oh man, I hope it's not for her face. Heavier than I remember. Could just be full, I guess. It's only sloshing at the top. Sounds half empty, feels full. Why is that? My stepbrother used to store his second set of keys in a fake pop can. I wonder. The lady has a secret stash. But what the hell is it?
T-Rex, it's leaving.
Damn it, Oscar. I only have one pair of pants. The chopper's not gonna blow, but just
This
about
really
everything
isn't a
in
game
it,
for
including our
comedy.
weapons, is flame broiled.
No game trails, no nests. This is base camp for now.
Hey, get this. I found this can of shaving cream in her pack.
Didn't think you needed any.
Yeah, whatever you say, Fuzzy. Except it's not really shaving cream. Look. So, now what's the plan? You gonna try to salvage this gig?
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for our friends.
Shouldn't I come with?
We lost the guns. Means I gotta be in stealth mode.
You saying I can't sneak?
I'm saying neither one of us can sneak and watch her at the same time. Besides, she won't talk with me around. But maybe pretty boy Billy can get her to open up.
Yeah, it's a tough job.
So why does power work, but not the fences? Were those just not electric fences ever?
Dios mío, they open doors. Should have stayed in bed.
One of the funny scenes of Jurassic Park the movie is where they are specifically trying to lock a pretty heavy looking bolt on the door to lock out the Velociraptor. And while it does look like it is a pretty good bolt on a metal door that would stop most humans with a battering ram, couldn't for a second really believe that it would stop a Velociraptor. The thing that people, humans, aren't aware of or forget is that we are actually very, very weak creatures. Most creatures like baboons, gorillas, 8 to 10 times more powerful than what we are. So, if I was to follow that same logic, I would suspect that a Velociraptor also would be, well, if not even 10 times more powerful. So I don't think a metal door with a bolt in one location would be enough. I think you would have to move into a bank vault with several bars in the inside of it.
Dad, are we going to stand here all day?
You're right, hon. We should get moving.
So do we shut the door and lock him in for half a second? Or do we sneak him?
Locked. Smart.
So we can't get in. Guess we have to go forward. He's just gonna Rambo that dinosaur with his knife. Man, you're taking a knife to a dinosaur fight. You're not gonna win there.
Ay, Dios mío. How am I not dead?
That's a very good question. How are any of them not dead?
Leave me alone. Idiotas.
Did they leave him alone? Or
Looks like I was only out for a little while. The embryo should be okay for now.
or maybe the pretty boy is the guy that's
At least one of them pulled me out of there. Not sure I'd do the same.
the guy that's masterminding all this. I think. Let's see. Left bump.
Where's the can? Nieta, no, no, no!
Looking for this?
That's mine!
You know, this takes me back. I learned to shave with this stuff.
Give it back! Now!
I'm all out of shaving cream myself. You mind if I borrow some?
Stop shaking it!
But you're supposed to shake it before you use it. Says so right on the can. You want to tell me what's so important about shaving cream? Or do I ask Injun?
Make up something crazy.
Embryos! Dinosaur embryos. If you drop them, they'll be destroyed.
Embryos, huh? Wow. I knew you were up to something, but this is pretty clever, I gotta admit. Injun's gonna love me for bringing this back. Talk about a bonus.
Look, Yoder. Billy, right? Maybe we can make a deal.
This ought to be good. Shoot.
Is chivalry dead? I bet he's greedy, threatening him. Well, threatening hasn't worked so far. I don't think he's that greedy.
Please! I don't expect you to trust me, but the right thing to do is to give it back to me and let me go.
Must I reveal my daughter? One merc to another. Share my people's place. I don't think one merc to another works as an argument.
I have a daughter. I need the money to get her out of the ghetto. You know what happens to girls there. She doesn't deserve that life.
Are you for real? Okay. Keep talking.
Well, let's move on to I bet he's greedy.
There's a lot of money in it for you if I get those embryos to my contact before they go bad.
Maybe he's underpaid. They're valuable.
Those embryos are worth over $1 million. That's US dollars. I have a buyer. I just need you to take us there, and we'll both be rich.
Oh, yeah, right. Like InGen isn't gonna shine a light on an independent contractor like me when they figure out the crown jewels are missing. No sale.
How much does InGen pay you to risk your life? How long before they replace you after you lose a leg or break your back and can no longer jump out of helicopters for them?
Don't you worry about it. I get paid plenty to do what I do.
Tell him a story, son.
You turn that over to InGen. You get a pat on the back, maybe a little Christmas bonus. You leave it to me, you become a rich man. Pay off your debts, quit your job. No more guys in suits telling you what to do. Just think about it. Come on, Billy. The money's good. And you'll be helping me save my daughter. Everybody gets a little something.
Okay, here's the deal. One, I'm in charge. I keep the embryos, and as soon as it's safe to break away, we'll deliver them to your contact.
I don't know if the embryos will last in there much longer.
That's a risk we're gonna take. Two, we're cutting Oscar in.
Why?
'Cause he's my partner, that's why. It'll be fine. Trust me. Now sit tight and lighten up. Not every woman gets to enjoy the sunset on a tropical island with Billy Yoder.
So again, I wonder, would
So, any
Two-
idea where
any
we are
two
in
of
relation
those
to the
work?
rest of the park?
We're not far from the marine exhibit. I know for a fact that the phone there is in working order, or at least it was this morning.
Can we get there from the tunnels?
I believe so.
All right then, lead the way. Want to get us out of here as soon as possible. No more science projects, okay?
I understand.
it's such a diverse split. You have these like straight-laced regular people who worked for Jurassic Park, just trying to uh get home, and then you have mercenaries and intrigue on stealing the embryos. Also, I'm wondering, if I leave this scene right here, will he go in a full circle? I don't know. Let's see. Are we going... Why aren't you Chief Sorkin? These corridors. Your radio show. So, wait a minute. Laura, Jesse, Sorkin. There's only 3 people here.
Well, as long as we're getting to know one another. How is it that Dr. Wu became chief geneticist over you?
That's an easy one. Frogs.
You're saying frogs kept you from getting promoted?
Specifically, their DNA. Before we could clone any dinosaurs, we had to decide how to fill in the gaps in the DNA sequences we found.
I remember this from the tour. You found dino blood inside mosquito fossils, right?
That's right. I wanted a complete prehistoric genome, cross-referencing all of the DNA found in the various amber samples. It would have been safer, but would have taken time the board of directors didn't want to spend.
Well, even Dr. Hammond's spare no expense philosophy has limits, I guess.
Exactly. Henry, Dr. Wu, proposed using frog DNA to fill in the gaps. It was risky. We still don't know all of the effects. But it was a solution, and a fast one at that. So Henry became chief geneticist, and I took to the field.
So that's 2 good points to make about Jurassic Park. Is one, these really aren't dinosaurs. They are genetically created creatures that they just made up their DNA. Thus, that's how you get around the fact that we now heavily suspect dinosaurs had feathers, and none of them in the movie have feathers, or in this game. And 2 is a good point in making, is that the half-life for DNA is less than the last time a dinosaur was alive. So even if its DNA was in amber, it would have broken down completely. Sorry to destroy your dreams, but there is literally no way for us to find DNA or blood of a dinosaur and it be viable for genetic cloning. If we ever do make Jurassic Park, it won't be that way. We'll probably have to invent time travel, or more realistically, find all the similarities of all the animals that are descendants of dinosaurs and retroactively build Earthlings, build dinosaurs from that, which would be exactly, well, very similar to what they did. Yeah, right. So now, Laura, who am I going to talk to if I say Laura? There's 2 people with me. There's Dr. Sorkin and Jesse, and then I think it's Laura Sorkin, but you're just totally confusing me.
So, Laura, I've been meaning to ask you, why don't you do your radio show anymore?
You had a radio show?
Well, it wasn't really radio. I'd hack into the park intercom and play choice cuts from my record collection. Lately, I haven't had the time.
Did you really have to show Artie Bridges how to do it?
Believe me, I regret it. But how was I to know how bad he was? He begged me, said it was his dream to be in radio.
You know what? He should stick to managing the janitorial group. He is awful.
He certainly is. I guess there was a reason it was just a dream. He actually records his show ahead of time so that he can broadcast during work hours.
Did you guys hear that?
Sounded like a rat.
Dinosaurs aren't the only invasive species InGen brought to the island. There are lots of rats in these tunnels. Maintenance is always setting traps down here.
Don't worry, Jess. We should be safe in here.
Where do all these doors lead?
The maintenance corridors. The park's essential systems are in there. Electrical, water, air conditioning, you know, that sort of thing.
The tunnels on this side are for transporting animals, personnel, and food. That's why they're so big. They are separate from the maintenance side to prevent accidents.
Are we going the right way? How could we possibly be going the right way? We have made more than enough left turns at this point to have gone a full circle.
Are you sure we shouldn't head to the visitor center, Dr. Sorkin? InGen is bound to start there when they don't hear from the rescue team.
These tunnels don't run all the way to the visitor center, and I don't know about you, but I'd rather not risk any more overland travel.
Good point.
Has anyone seen my cigarettes? I could swear I had some.
I didn't realize you smoked.
Normally I manage to duck out a few times a day, but we've been preoccupied.
Where did you last have them?
Right here in my pocket, or so I thought.
Maybe they fell out when we jumped from the water tower?
I suppose. Oh well, I'm probably better off without them. Do you mind if we stop for a rest? My legs are killing me.
I suppose we could all use a break.
I don't know how much longer those embryos will last. We need to meet my contact at the boat.
We're staying here until Oscar gets back.
We don't even know if he's alive.
Oscar's fine, he's coming back, and come hell or high water, we are not leaving.
I don't get why she stole
Then
the
again,
cigarettes.
maybe you have a point.
Come on, we
And-
gotta run.
No time, hide!
Wouldn't share them at least. Take a couple for yourself. Give it back to her.
Out of here.
Don't move. It can't see you unless you move.
Oh, that's gross.
Off, face, stupid. Fool.
That's gross.
Easy, girl.
What?
Damn it! Leaving now!
Cut back and forth, back and forth. This isn't smooth transitions at all.
Care for a lysine supplement?
No thanks. Well, you know what? Actually, you know what? Maybe I will. All this running around, my muscles probably need whatever protein I can give them.
My thoughts exactly. I haven't gotten this much exercise since Carnival.
I
Isn't
guess
lysine the
we've
thing
got
they
a
were
lot of extra
feeding?
lysine now that the parasaurs don't need the external supply.
Yeah, about that. It's not just the parasaurs. We added the antidote to the main water supply.
But that'll reach every dinosaur in the park. The lysine contingency... You're insane! Denying the dinosaurs lysine was the only safety mechanism we had to keep them out of the global ecosystem.
120 miles of ocean. I don't think a helicopter can travel 120 miles over the ocean. Uh, Dinosaurs can't breed. Yes, they can. What about their ecosystem? The ecosystem will adjust. Uh, well, eventually, if it doesn't destroy the planet.
Do I need to remind you that there are 120 miles of ocean between Isla Nublar and the mainland? The lysine contingency was cruel and unnecessary.
What if they can swim? What about the pterodons?
Tell me this. Did you reverse the lysine contingency with the pteranodons?
No. My formula targets superorder Dinosauria exclusively. If I'd tried to account for the pteranodons, I might have affected other reptiles.
Oh, at least there's that.
Now that I think about it, though, targeting only pteranodons, or any one species, would be a simple change. I wouldn't even need a full lab.
Am I gonna have to ask Jess to follow you into the ladies' room?
It won't come to that. If I decide to do it, I won't sneak around, and I won't involve you. I'm sorry if the way I went about it last time upset you.
Well, thanks for the apology, I guess, but this isn't about me.
What if they can swim?
Do you know for a fact that none of these animals can swim?
Oh, come on, Jerry.
It's how Asian elephants migrated to Sri Lanka from India. There's precedent.
You're being ridiculous. There's no evidence sauropods were swimmers. None.
So they haven't even been studying the dinosaurs, studying them long enough to know if they can swim or not.
You see them in the field every day. Have you ever even seen one of our dinosaurs try to swim?
We keep them in cages, Laura. They don't get the chance. I know this. More quadrupeds can swim than can't.
All right. I'll concede that it's possible there are sauropods that can swim. But I still believe that 120 miles of open water is an effective barrier.
The moral choice is clear. Is it really a moral choice to keep something alive that you created? I guess it is. I guess if you created it, you have a responsibility to keep it alive. At least most people would agree to that about their children. So what's the difference if you created it through breeding or through genetic modification?
The remote possibility that a dinosaur could make it to the mainland is far outweighed by our responsibility to treat these animals humanely. They're here because of us.
Yep, and I guess that's the best point to end it on. That's it for this episode. We, for once, didn't end on us just dying, which is something new. We haven't run into any more actual puzzles. We've seen like 2 now in the whole game up to this point. As always, I ask that you like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me, you can do that by clicking on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media site, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.